In 2012, two families left the city along with the conveniences of modern American living. Today, our family has decided to live in the mountains of the American Ozarks to build for themselves a more sustainable and fulfilling lifestyle.
We are an American Homestead!
This week on An American Homestead, lots of people ask us how they should get started homesteading. See, that's an impossible question to answer. For everyone, it's different. Plus, we announced the winner of another giveaway. Thanks for watching, and be sure to visit us online at anamericanhomestead.com. Hey guys, welcome to the Homestead. So what we're going to do today, first off, is our giveaway. We announced a few weeks back. It is episode 6 of season 3, and so we're going to do our giveaway here. First for the Suwaki. This is really neat. They have all kinds of really cool camping gadgets and outdoor gadgets. It's a bucket that expands. It's waterproof. You can carry water in it. And it's Suwaki, I think that's how you pronounce the name. And they have all kinds of really cool camping gear. And you should check them out online. I'll put a link on the screen, or a web address on the screen, and a link in the description below for the video. And we're going to give away a Suwaki. First off is going to Corey Morin. Corey Morin, I believe that's your name, Corey Morin. You just won a waterproof bucket. So really cool. Thanks for playing. And then I actually have 2 of these, so we're going to give the other one away to our patron, Fred Bradley. Fred Bradley is a patron of ours on patreon.com, and so really appreciate your support. You're also going to get one of these as well. I have 2 of them, and one of the Suwaki waterproof buckets. And then also, this is going to be the FiberFix giveaway. We're also going to be doing a video review coming up, a repair on one of our hoses with one of these FiberFix rolls. We have extras that they sent us. And this is going to Kelly Levesque. I guess I'm pronouncing that right. Kelly Levesque. You are going to be receiving one of these. We'll contact you by email. Both of you, all 3 of you guys will be contacted by email to get your addresses, and so we can send this to you guys directly. So really appreciate you guys. Hey, listen, if you want to participate in any of our giveaways, all you have to do is go to our contact page and send us an email on AmericanHomestead.com, our contact page, and just put giveaway in the subject line. And all you have to do is enter one time, and we've got you on file forever to be in all of our giveaways. So just do it once. And guys, I'm not going to spam you. I'm not going to take your email addresses and send it to any companies or any of the companies that donate products. Okay, if a company comes to me and they want your email address and they're going to give us a product, I just tell them I'm not interested. Okay, so I'm not going to spam you. I'm not going to let anybody else spam you. Once we have your email address, it's specifically for the giveaways, and you'll probably get maybe 1 or 2 emails from us a year. Okay, so I'm not going to cloud your inbox with a bunch of garbage, so you don't have to worry about that. But if you just send us an email, go to our contact page at AmericanHomestead.com and put giveaway in the subject line, I'll keep your address on file, and then you're in for all of our giveaways from here on out. And we're contacting some companies for some really cool giveaways coming up in the future at some point. I'm working on some deals for maybe an AR-15 giveaway and some other stuff, some really cool high dollar items to do giveaways for an American Homestead in the future. So go ahead, sign up at AmericanHomestead.com, our contact page, giveaway in the subject line, and we'll keep your email address on file. Make sure you use a good email address so I can get a hold of you in the future. We'll keep it on file for later on giveaways down the road, and I promise I won't spam you, okay? I hate when people do that to me, so I won't do that to you. All right, there you go. Homesteading is different for everyone. It's a growing trend. There are tons of homesteading YouTube channels and blogs available everywhere on the internet today with stories of how their adventure began. The common thread I see linking them all together is the desire to live life on their own terms, to be free from the rat race that puts families in deep debt while at the same time making them dependent on the government or a corporate system that dictates what is normal and what is not. There are basically 2 types of people. people who accomplish things and people who claim to have accomplished things. The first group is less crowded. Mark Twain. This past year, I visited a young couple in their 20s who are slowly but surely building their own home in the middle of a 5-acre wooded lot. They're not doing it fast, but they're also not going into debt either. They're working within their means and slowly building a future for their family. Here is their story.
I'm Lyndon.
And I'm Charlotte, and we're homesteaders.
The biggest reason is why we're homesteading is the debt. We didn't want to go into debt and wanted to do something a little bit more interesting and hands-on, and build a house for our family, future family.
So, like Lyndon said, one of the biggest reasons we didn't want to get a mortgage or anything, that's why we decided to begin the path of building our own house. And my parents kindly donated us 5 acres, which was wooded, and so we were able to get an idea from the wood around us to start the idea of planning a cordwood house. And we've so far just almost finished laying the foundations.
Working as an electrician in town, working on other people's houses is enjoyable in one sense, but working on my own house is a lot more enjoyable and rewarding.
We have plenty of wood and land, and we both work at the moment, but we have enough spare time to invest in building our own house.
For starters, we wanted to build a barn to store all our building materials. Went to drawing pad, drew up a few ideas on the style of barn I wanted, and went out here and picked a few trees that I wanted to use as my 4 corners of my barn, and cut all the trees down and used a bunch of cedar trees to frame up my barn.
One of the cool things about this barn is that the 4 corner posts are actually trees that are still in the ground. We just used them right where they were. They happened to just about be in a square. And so we didn't even cut them and stick them in the ground. We just left them in the ground and cut their branches off and the top off. So the 4 corners are actually still in the ground.
So like the one behind you, that's a...
Yeah, it's still in the ground.
I just was able to work on this during the weekends when I have time, and so I think it took me about 2 years to start from the ground, cut all the trees, harvest the trees, and strip all the bark off, and get the roof on, get the electrical power ran, and so I think overall it took me about 2 years to build.
All of that was about 12 months ago. Recently, I went back to go visit Lyndon and Charlotte to check out their homestead and to see how far they have progressed. Let's go check it out.
It's about a year later, and we are still not in a house with a roof or anything like it. However, we have put quality hours in to making a lot of progress, and we now have a frame on our house. We have all the foundations done, and we're looking forward to putting up the roof on our house.
You'll notice on the house, there's brackets on the 8x8 posts and on the two trees in our house. They are out of C-channel steel, and I welded those myself, and they are probably about $50 in Lowe's or Home Depot. So to save money there, I decided to weld my own. We decided we need some scaffolding, so we decided to do some research and kind of shop around before we made any final decisions. And so the only reasonably priced scaffolding we could find were little 4-foot tall scaffolding, and then we need about 12 foot tall.
Yeah.
So we looked around on Craigslist, see if we could find any scaffolding secondhand used, and they were still very expensive. So we decided to build our own out of some 1/2-inch and 3/4 oil filled pipe. So I decided to weld my own scaffolding, and in about a day's worth of welding and bolting, I had my scaffolding built.
This tree trunk literally is from about 40-50 feet over there, and right before we were going to place them up, we cut the trees down and we debarked them, and I debarked this giant beauty by myself pretty much. Linda may have helped just a little bit. In about 4 or 5 days. So they were fresh, the sap was rising, so it was easier to get the bark off. But where there's a will, there's a way.
These are solid red oak. These two pieces on either side of me are going to be the doorway for a front door. They're made out of walnut, so they're pretty high dollar pieces.
So there you go. There is a young couple, that is looking to the future to build a future without debt, without the corporate, view of things and how you have to live your life from paycheck to paycheck, slowly but surely building a future for their family. And so I get a lot of emails. We get a lot of emails here about people asking us, hey, how can we begin to homestead? What are some of the first things we can do? And really, it's hard to answer those questions because it's going to be different for everyone. And so really there are some basic guidelines that you can go about doing to help you, get focused in that direction. Getting out of debt, learning how to grow a garden maybe, and learning how to cook, learning how to do without some of the things that, the modern world tells us we have to be comfortable in this world. And so, things like that might be a good start. But the answer really still is going to be different for everybody. The one thing you have to do, if you really want to live this lifestyle, you're interested in going down that path of becoming a homesteader, off-grid or not, doesn't matter, is to just have a positive attitude. Take it, full bore, and if somebody's with you, a wife or a husband, then make sure they're on the same page with you. Do not begin this journey if your wife or your husband really does not want to participate in it, because it's just not going to end up well. So with all that being said, the answer is going to be different for everybody. We really like hearing the stories and the emails that people send us about their homesteading adventures. If that's you, please keep doing that. We love to hear your success stories and your failures as well. All right, hope you enjoyed the episode. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Like us on Facebook, share us on your favorite social media website, and we'll see you next time on An American Homestead. Red oak. Well, let me tell you that the first thing that you need on your homestead is going to be guinea hens, because you have ticks all over the place. There's another one right there. I feel them crawling up my legs.
Well, we had guinea hens, but
Well, they're laying down on the job or something.